Hi, welcome to another video blog series. Thank you for joining me. I'm Tony Thackeray. Today we're talking about the subconscious mind as it relates to the conscious mind. There's been a great deal of talk over the past decade and in fact years about the mind, and there's this constant reference, if you will, about that we use only 10% of our brains. Through MRI scans, we can now map the brain in real time, and we've been able to discover the different regions and the cortices of the brain in order to discover and realize the potential as human beings. But what is the subconscious mind, and how do we relate to it in everyday life? Think about this for a moment. As you're sitting here watching this video, your subconscious mind is relating a number of different scenarios and picking up visual signals, auditory signals, acuity, a range and a host of different aspects from your environment, and relaying those back to your conscious brain. In fact, what it's doing is calling on a number of different learnings or perceptions and models, and it's almost to suggest that it's like a computer is not quite accurate, because a computer only recalls information. Our brains do more than that. We have this guidance, this intuitive process, which not only recalls information, but also is able to sense that information and relate it, so our emotions and our feelings begin to take precedent and relate to the information that we're recalling. So a really good way to start using your subconscious mind is begin to train it and harness it at the most specific times. And those times are generally the morning and the evening. Why? Those periods of the day are generally when the conscious mind tends to be more asleep, if you will. It tends to be quite at rest. There isn't that inner dialogue, that chatterbrain, or what I like to call the monkey mind, if you will. So a number of different things that we can begin to train the mind would be guided imagery or visualizations, affirmations. I ask you to start looking at different ways that you can begin to use these aspects or these signals, and it might be, for example, using affirmations on a regular basis work for you, but give them meaning and feeling and intensity for that to really work. Personally, I find visualizations work really well for me. I tend to be a creative person, and so by meditating each night and getting into a place where I can visualize and feel that emotion as well and assign that to it, I'm really starting to train my subconscious mind. Look at the visual stimuli and the auditory stimuli that goes on in your world. Are you listening to music that is defamatory, that is violent? Are you exposing yourself to images online, social media, on television that are the like? Believe it or not, these things start to infiltrate your subconscious mind. And it's really important that if we're to succeed in life and really begin to live an abundant life that is quite prosperous, that we become attuned to the signals that are in our lives. And so one of the things that I do is not tune into the news regularly, not listen to music that involves hate or violence. Now, I'm not suggesting that you start tuning into classical music if you're quite fond of pop music, but just note what works for you and what doesn't. Thank you for tuning in once more. My name is Tony Thackeray, and I hope you've enjoyed today's session of Subconscious Mind. Please sign up onto my YouTube channel. I'd really love to have more people sign up and have some discussions based around the topics that we're discussing. Also jump across to my Tumblr channel as well and have a read of some of the articles there that might be of interest to you. Thank you once again.